How's it going?
Hi.
Hey guys, this is Nate and this is the Nader Tater channel. Let's do a review of this Espin Nesta bike. Alright, so this is my second e-bike that I've had. This one is a foldable one, and then also it's a step-through design. So, you know, this is really sort of designed more for the travel-minded folks, or if you got to fold this up and get it into an apartment, a bus, a car, something like that. But what's really cool about it is some of the features. Let's kind of talk through them. I'll go for a spin. I'll show you guys how it performs, as well as do a drag race versus another one. This one's 650 watt nominal motor, 1000 watt peak. My other one is a 500 watt nominal. So I'll show you the difference that that can make in acceleration. So for this one, obviously it has the big fat tires, which is nice. So it's a 26-inch tire, but it's a 4-inch wide, which really helps it get over the ground better, not just asphalt, but grass and dirt. It can perform better than the skinny tire. And this one has a front shock absorber up front, and then it has fenders, you can see, to help keep mud and water and, you know, that annoying stripe up your backside if you ever ride a bike in the wet or in the rain. So now this one comes with front and rear racks. Those are upgrades or options on this bike that this one has. It's got a headlight and a tail light on here, so that's a nice addition, and you can turn that on and off. It's not always on or something like that. And then it's got a nice little display here in the center that gives you your speedometer, your battery level, and then any kind of some diagnostics and warnings that go on there. For the battery, you can take it off and keep it stored inside if you want to. You just pick it up, and this is a lithium-ion battery that it has a charge port and an on-off switch to it. It also has a keyed lock that will lock it onto the bike so it does not get removed when you don't want it to be. Now, you can charge it on the bike, or you can take it inside and charge it. Either way works just fine. For the brakes, it does have hydraulic brakes, which is a nice upgrade over the cable driven. It gives you much better power, and then you also don't have to adjust them as much as well. So that is some of the key features to it. It does have also 8-speed gearbox here that you can shift over here. And then as far as the power, how it works is the motor's in the hub of the rear wheel, and then you can get power assist when you pedal, and there's 5 different levels that you can do that for. So you can have it give you basically a set amount of torque assist when you pedal, and then when you stop pedaling, it automatically stops the assist, or if you grab the brake levers, it also stops the assist. But the other way you can drive it is with just a throttle. So on the left side here, there's actually a throttle lever that you don't have to pedal at all, and you can just use this as a electric only bike without having to pedal. So that's kind of a cool feature. Now obviously it hurts your range if you do that, so you get about half the range if you don't pedal than if you were to pedal and have it assist you as well. Now this comes as a class 2 e-bike, which means the top speed that it will do assist is about 20 miles per hour. From my testing, it's actually a little bit faster. I'll show you that, guys, here in just a second. But that is when the electric motor stops assist. You can still pedal and you can go faster than that, but honestly 20 miles per hour is plenty fast for a bike, especially if you're on any kind of sidewalk or smaller space. That feels plenty fast out there. So as far as the folding goes, I'll show that partially here for you. It has a lever here that is like a safety latch, and then you undo this, and then the handlebars fold down, and they fold like that. And then this main center one has a latch that you can pull here, and then I won't do it all the way here, but basically you can see how it folds here. You do have to have the pedal up like that, and then this thing can fold basically in half, which obviously helps. Now it is about 65 pounds, I believe, so it's not light, but certainly I'm able to pick it up and carry it around if I had to, but it's a little bit cumbersome, so it's not something you would just pick up with one hand and move around. But it does fold up, which is a nice feature. And you know, I'll say I don't notice that it's a folding bike, meaning it doesn't feel like it's flexible even without that center member. This is a fairly beefy area here, so it feels pretty stout. And then obviously the benefit of this step-through design is you don't have to get your leg and carry it all the way up. I'm plenty young and able to do that. It's not a problem. Now, if I had a basket on here, it'd be a lot harder. So that's where the step-through comes in. It's about, I think it's 15 inches. So a little over a foot that you have to lift up your leg and go over. But then you have much easier time getting on a bike versus one that you have to throw your leg over on top of it. As far as how it feels, you know, it is a big bike. You do feel tall. So it does feel a little bit different than a normal bike. But once you get going, I've gotten used to it very quickly with the seating position, which is more upright. And honestly, you know, it's more comfortable as like a cruiser that way. And I really like the grips here. They have, you know, a better grip design than just a circle. So it helps support you. So there's a lot of ergonomics going on here. Same thing with the seat. You know, this is an old man seat, nice and wide. It's soft and cushy. So this overall is a very comfortable bike to ride around the city, along with the big tires and the front suspension. You know, like I said, you can hop city curbs, you can go in the dirt, you can go in the grass. This really does a lot. So let's go out there and do some testing with it, driving. If you want to see a video of the assembly process, I have a separate video for that, and you can watch that. But let's get into the action and see how it does. All right, so here's the bike, and to use it, the first thing we do here is this switch here is where you flip it on, and then that just gives your battery power. And then now what we're going to do is press the power button here. We press and hold that for a second, and then you can see the gauge here comes on. And so what you can do here is you can press these buttons and you can go up and down in your options here. So this 0 means that it does not do any assist with the pedal. This is actually a good one to start with because it's a little bit shocking at first when you first pedal for the first time and all of a sudden you get this boost of power. So you might want to start with just going in 0, and then once you get used to that, you can start using your throttle to give you assist. But then you can go into these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 settings, and each one of those gives you more and more assist. So it doesn't change your speed per se, but it changes how much torque it provides to assist you. So that's the basic. Then it has the odometer, so you can see I've put 8.6 miles on it so far. You have your your battery indicator there, and then you can go through here and you press the mode button and you can get your average speed that I've gone as well as the max speed that I've traveled, and you can reset those as well. And now there are other advanced options, but I won't get into those for now. All right, on this side we have the manual, 8-speed gearbox. This big lever that you can see is how you shift down in gears, so a lower gear, and then back here is a little one, and that's how you shift up in gears. And then of course you have your brake levers on the right and left, and then you're good to go. Okay, so now I am stopped. I'm in the mode 1. So now if I just start pedaling slowly, it will instantly start giving me assist and makes you go a lot quicker than you would with just normal pedaling. So it's very low effort pedaling. And if I stop, it takes about a half second and then it cuts off power. And so this is like a very comfortable cruising. With this one with very light effort, you cruise at about 12 miles per hour on flat, easy ground. But now what I can do is I can hit this throttle button here and it will take off by itself. And so we're easily going 20 miles per hour here, and I'm not doing any pedaling at all. right, so let's do a race here against my 500 watt bike. All right, so here's my two bikes. Like I said, this one is 750 watts. This one is 500 watts. Now this bike, to be fair, is it's half the price, or even less than half the price of this guy. But just to show you the difference, that this guy is actually really quite impressively quick. So this, I'm gonna do no assist, and I'm just going to give throttle in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 20 now. Okay, so this is the MacWheel Macmission, and we're gonna do the same thing here, where I'm gonna do no pedal. Just gonna go straight forward in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 20. So in the higher modes in 4 and 5, it barely even feels like you're pedaling. It's more almost you're moving your legs to tell it to assist. At least on flat ground. Obviously, if you're going on hills, you want that assist to help. So even on these bumpy transitions here with the shock, it's really a piece of cake to go over these. All right, so overall it is a fun bike and I enjoy it. I think it's well made and it feels sturdy. The battery life is really good and I'm impressed with how quick it is. It's actually surprisingly quick, so it's fun as well.